Welcome to a journey into the heart of esoteric wisdom and its relevance for our modern lives. In this video, we will explore the teachings of Manly P. Hall, a renowned philosopher and mystic, whose insights bridge the ancient traditions with the challenges and opportunities of contemporary existence. Esoteric wisdom, often shrouded in mystery, offers profound guidance for personal growth, ethical living, and spiritual fulfillment. As we delve into these teachings, we'll discover how ancient philosophies can illuminate our path today, helping us find meaning, purpose, and harmony in a complex world. Let's begin by understanding what esoteric wisdom truly means and why it matters now more than ever. Manly P. Hall dedicated his life to studying and sharing the hidden teachings of the ages. His works, including Esoteric Wisdom for Modern Living, have inspired countless seekers to look beyond the surface of daily life and seek deeper truths. Hall believed that the wisdom of the ancients was not just for scholars or mystics, but for anyone seeking to live with integrity and purpose. His lectures and writings draw from a vast array of traditions, from the Vedas of India to the mysteries of Egypt and Greece. Through his legacy, Hall invites us to reconnect with timeless principles that can transform our understanding of ourselves and the world. In recent years, there has been a significant revival of interest in esoteric teachings. People from all walks of life are turning to ancient wisdom to find answers to modern dilemmas. This resurgence is not just about curiosity. It reflects a deep yearning for meaning in a world that often feels fragmented and superficial. The stories and traditions that once guided entire civilizations are being rediscovered and reinterpreted for today's challenges. Whether through meditation, study, or community, individuals are seeking to integrate these teachings into their daily lives, hoping to cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a sense of belonging. Esoteric traditions trace their roots back to the ancient Indo-Aryan civilizations of Asia, especially India. The Vedas and Puranas discuss the mysteries of days when gods walked among humans. Unlike the West, India developed a unique spiritual hierarchy, with mystics, yogis, and teachers known as gurus guiding seekers through rigorous disciplines. These traditions emphasized overcoming personal weaknesses and achieving inner tranquility. The journey was not just about personal gain, but about becoming a worthy instrument for the divine plan, a cosmic purpose managed by a spiritual hierarchy that, though invisible, was believed to guide the destiny of humanity. The concept of a spiritual hierarchy is central to many esoteric traditions. In India, this hierarchy was seen as a group of advanced beings, teachers, sages, and even entities from other realms, who worked for the protection and advancement of humanity. These invisible governors were compared to elders in a family guiding younger souls toward maturity. The idea was that the universe, like a great corporation, required managers and specialists at every level to ensure its smooth operation. This invisible structure was believed to be the true foundation of all visible phenomena, orchestrating the grand design of life. While the idea of a spiritual hierarchy was deeply rooted in Eastern thought, similar concepts appeared in the West. Ancient myths and legends from Greece, Egypt, and even among Native American tribes spoke of wise beings or heroes who acted as intermediaries between the divine and human realms. In the West, these ideas evolved into the notion of saints and spiritual teachers who, through their sacrifice and virtue, became channels for higher wisdom. This bridging of East and West highlights a universal human longing for guidance, meaning, and connection to something greater than ourselves. At the heart of esoteric wisdom lies the belief in a divine plan, a cosmic blueprint managed by a spiritual hierarchy and ultimately originating from the divine itself. This plan is not about personal ambition or material success, but about serving a purpose greater than oneself. The goal for each seeker is to become a useful instrument in fulfilling this plan, contributing to the evolution and betterment of all life. By aligning with this higher purpose, individuals find deeper meaning and fulfillment, transcending the limitations of ego and self-interest. Modern society often equates self-improvement with material gain, wealth, status, or recognition. However, esoteric traditions challenge this notion, asking what truly endures beyond this life. Is our education, wealth, or fame of any value in a universe where such things may not even exist? The ancients realized that most worldly achievements are fleeting. Instead, they focused on cultivating virtues and understanding that would serve them in any realm of existence. This shift from materialism to spiritual growth remains a central theme for those seeking lasting fulfillment. Esoteric wisdom teaches that true transformation begins within. The journey is not about changing the world to suit our desires, but about refining our own character, thoughts, and actions. Through disciplines such as meditation, study, and ethical living, seekers gradually purify their minds and hearts. This inner work leads to greater clarity, compassion, and resilience, enabling individuals to face life's challenges with wisdom and grace. The ultimate goal is not personal glory, but to become a vessel for higher purpose and service. Discipline is a cornerstone of esoteric practice. Whether in ancient India or Greece, seekers were taught to master their appetites, emotions, and thoughts. This self-mastery was not about repression, but about achieving balance and harmony. By cultivating discipline, individuals become less reactive to external circumstances and more capable of making wise choices. Over time, discipline becomes second nature, supporting the seeker's journey toward greater freedom and fulfillment. Integrity is the bedrock of all spiritual progress. The ancients believed that without integrity, no amount of knowledge or ritual could lead to true enlightenment. Integrity means living in alignment with one's highest values, being honest with oneself and others, and acting with sincerity. It is the shield that protects the seeker from self-deception and external manipulation. In a world full of distractions and temptations, maintaining integrity is both a challenge and a necessity for anyone on the path of wisdom. The journey of the seeker is marked by continual self-examination and refinement of motives. Ancient teachers emphasized that the desire for truth must be pure, not driven by personal gain or escape from life's difficulties. Many who seek enlightenment do so out of a wish for comfort or relief, but true progress comes from a sincere dedication to serving truth itself. This path requires humility, patience, and a willingness to face one's own shortcomings honestly. Alchemical traditions, both in the East and West, use the metaphor of transforming base metals into gold to describe the inner work of self-transformation. The real gold was not material wealth, but the refinement of character and the awakening of spiritual potential. Through self-discipline and persistent effort, seekers gradually transmute their weaknesses into strengths, just as the alchemist seeks to perfect matter. This process is ongoing and requires dedication, but its rewards are profound and lasting. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the spiritual journey. Rather than being discouraged by failures, esoteric wisdom teaches us to view them as opportunities for growth. Each error reveals areas where we can improve and deepen our understanding. By reflecting honestly on our actions and learning from our experiences, we gradually transform our weaknesses into sources of strength. This compassionate approach to self-improvement fosters resilience and humility, essential qualities for anyone seeking wisdom. One of the key teachings in esoteric traditions is that no one can grow on behalf of another. Each person must take responsibility for their own development. Teachers and friends can offer guidance and inspiration, but the real work must be done by the individual. This principle encourages self-reliance and personal accountability, reminding us that true growth comes from within and cannot be outsourced or delegated. In Western traditions, the concept of saints emerged as a parallel to the Eastern idea of spiritual intermediaries. Saints are seen as individuals who have sacrificed personal desires for the greater good, becoming channels for divine grace. Their lives serve as examples of selflessness, dedication, and the transformative power of virtue. By studying their stories, seekers are inspired to cultivate similar qualities in their own lives, bridging the gap between the human and the divine. Over time, the role of spiritual authority shifted from external figures, like the shepherd kings of ancient times, to the individual's own conscience and integrity. As humanity matured, it became clear that true virtue could not be imposed from outside but had to be chosen freely. This evolution reflects the growing importance of personal responsibility and the need for each person to cultivate their own inner guidance, rather than relying solely on external authorities. It is not enough to admire great teachers or study their words. The real challenge is to live according to their teachings. Many people honor spiritual leaders with rituals and ceremonies, yet struggle to embody their principles in daily life. Esoteric wisdom emphasizes the importance of practice over mere belief. By integrating these teachings into our actions, we gradually align our lives with higher values, creating a foundation for lasting peace and fulfillment. Faith plays a crucial role in the esoteric path. While certainty comes only after long effort and experience, faith provides the initial motivation to embark on the journey. Ancient texts encourage us to trust in the existence of a greater order, even when we cannot see it directly. This faith is not blind, but is gradually confirmed through personal experience and the positive changes it brings to our lives. Study and contemplation are essential tools for anyone seeking wisdom. By engaging with sacred texts, symbols, and teachings from various traditions, seekers develop a deeper sensitivity to the underlying patterns of life. This intellectual and meditative work prepares the mind for deeper insights and helps cultivate the qualities needed for spiritual growth. The process is ongoing, with each new discovery opening the door to further understanding. The Pythagorean school, founded by the Greek philosopher Pythagoras, emphasized a holistic approach to education and self-mastery. Unlike modern education, which often focuses on accumulating information, the Pythagoreans saw knowledge as a way of life. Their disciplines aimed to cultivate character, self-control, and harmony with the cosmos. By integrating mathematics, astronomy, and music, they sought to develop well-rounded individuals capable of contributing to the greater good. For the Pythagoreans, mathematics was more than a practical tool, it was a path to understanding universal laws. The study of numbers cultivated precision, order, and respect for the underlying structure of reality. By contemplating mathematical principles, seekers developed a sense of awe for the cosmos and recognized the interconnectedness of all things. This discipline encouraged thoughtful action and a reverence for the laws that govern life. Astronomy was another key discipline in the Pythagorean tradition. By studying the stars and the vastness of the universe, individuals gained perspective on their own place in the cosmos. This awareness fostered humility and a sense of belonging to something much greater than oneself. The realization that we are citizens of the universe, not just of our own small worlds, inspires a broader vision and a deeper sense of responsibility. Music held a special place in Pythagorean education. It was seen as a means of harmonizing the soul, nurturing beauty, and connecting knowledge with emotion. Through music, individuals learned to express their deepest feelings and to appreciate the subtle rhythms of life. The discipline of music fostered sensitivity, creativity, and a sense of unity with the world. It also served as a reminder that harmony, both within and without, is essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. The Pythagorean axiom that no one ever finishes the school of life reminds us that learning is a lifelong process. Regardless of age or circumstance, there is always more to discover and understand. By maintaining a spirit of curiosity and openness, we continue to grow and adapt, enriching our lives and those of others. Lifelong learning is not just about acquiring facts, but about deepening our wisdom and capacity for meaningful action. Discipline is not just about restriction, it is about empowering ourselves to make wise decisions. The Pythagoreans believed that true freedom comes from the ability to choose what is most important and to act on those choices consistently. By practicing discipline, we strengthen our will and develop the capacity to follow through on our intentions, even in the face of obstacles or distractions. One of the prerequisites for entering the Pythagorean school was the willingness to let go of material attachments. While this may seem extreme today, the underlying principle remains relevant. True freedom and happiness come from mastering our desires, not from accumulating possessions. By viewing our belongings as opportunities and responsibilities, rather than sources of power or identity, we cultivate a healthier relationship with the material world. The Pythagoreans practiced the discipline of silence, sometimes for years at a time. This was not just about refraining from speech, but about cultivating inner stillness and self-control. By learning to listen more and speak less, individuals developed greater wisdom and clarity. In today's noisy world, the practice of mindful silence can help us reconnect with our inner voice and make more thoughtful choices. Pythagoras and his followers emphasized moderation in all things, including diet. They believed that excessive indulgence weakened the body and clouded the mind. By practicing restraint and choosing simple, nourishing foods, individuals could maintain health and clarity. This principle of moderation extends beyond food to all areas of life, encouraging balance and self-care as foundations for spiritual growth. The Pythagoreans began each day with rituals of gratitude and reflection. By acknowledging the gift of a new day and setting positive intentions, they created a foundation for purposeful living. This practice of morning reflection can help us approach each day with mindfulness and appreciation, making us more resilient and open to life's opportunities. Planning the day ahead was another key discipline in the Pythagorean tradition. By taking a few moments each morning to organize their thoughts and activities, individuals could approach their responsibilities with greater clarity and efficiency. This habit not only saves time but also reduces stress and helps maintain focus on what truly matters. Music was not just an art form for the Pythagoreans, it was a daily practice that nurtured the soul. Starting the day with music helped set a positive tone and fostered a sense of harmony. Today, we can incorporate music into our routines to uplift our spirits, reduce stress, and connect with deeper emotions. The healing power of music remains as relevant now as it was in ancient times. At the end of each day, the Pythagoreans practiced retrospection, reviewing their actions and thoughts to learn from their experiences. This evening reflection helped them identify areas for improvement and reinforced positive habits. By regularly examining our lives, we become more aware of our patterns and can make conscious choices to grow and evolve. Rest and relaxation were considered essential for well-being by the Pythagoreans. They recognized that a balanced life includes time for play, creativity, and rejuvenation. By cultivating healthy rhythms of work and rest, we support our physical, mental, and spiritual health. This holistic approach enables us to meet life's challenges with greater energy and resilience. Pythagoras taught that even our movements should be harmonious and rhythmic. Whether working, exercising, or simply going about daily tasks, moving with awareness and grace conserves energy and promotes well-being. This principle encourages us to approach all activities with mindfulness, transforming ordinary actions into opportunities for growth and self-expression. Before entering the philosophical life, Pythagoreans were required to let go of all resentment and ill will. Holding onto negative emotions drains our energy and clouds our judgment. By practicing forgiveness and cultivating goodwill, we free ourselves from the burdens of the past and open the door to greater peace and happiness. Life itself is the greatest school, offering endless opportunities for learning and growth. By approaching each experience with curiosity and openness, we transform challenges into lessons and setbacks into stepping stones. The philosophical life is not about escaping the world, but about engaging with it fully and consciously, always seeking to learn and improve. Habits shape our lives for better or worse. The Pythagoreans understood that by consciously cultivating positive habits, we can transform our character and destiny. Good habits become second nature, supporting our goals and values without effort. By replacing destructive patterns with constructive ones, we create a foundation for lasting happiness and success. The teachings of Pythagoras, Manly P. Hall, and other ancient sages remain relevant in our fast-paced modern world. By adapting their principles to our unique circumstances, we can find greater balance, meaning, and fulfillment. Whether through daily rituals, mindful living, or the pursuit of knowledge, these timeless practices offer practical tools for navigating life's complexities. No matter the external circumstances, each person has the power to grow and evolve from within. By focusing on personal integrity, discipline, and the cultivation of virtue, we become resilient to the ups and downs of life. The promise of esoteric wisdom is that true enlightenment is available to all who sincerely seek it, regardless of background or situation. Living with purpose means aligning our actions with our highest values and contributing to the greater good. Esoteric traditions teach that each of us has a unique role to play in the unfolding of the divine plan. By discovering and fulfilling our purpose, we find deep satisfaction and become agents of positive change in the world. Esoteric wisdom assures us that the universe is governed by integrity and justice. No amount of corruption or adversity can destroy the power of truth. By aligning ourselves with these universal principles, we tap into a source of strength and guidance that transcends all external circumstances. This faith in the ultimate goodness of life sustains us through challenges and inspires us to persevere. Service to others is a central theme in esoteric traditions. By dedicating ourselves to the well-being of others and the greater good, we transcend self-interest and participate in the unfolding of the divine plan. Acts of kindness, compassion, and generosity not only benefit those around us but also enrich our own lives, bringing us closer to the source of all wisdom and love. Despite the challenges and uncertainties of our times, esoteric wisdom offers hope. The belief in a higher order, a divine plan, and the possibility of personal transformation gives us the courage to face adversity with optimism. By nurturing our inner light and supporting one another, we contribute to a brighter, more harmonious future for all. As we conclude our exploration of esoteric wisdom for modern living, let us remember that these teachings are not relics of the past, but living principles that can guide us today. By embracing integrity, discipline, and a spirit of service, we open ourselves to deeper understanding and fulfillment. The journey is ongoing, and each step we take brings us closer to the realization of our highest potential. May the wisdom of the ages inspire you to live with purpose, compassion, and joy.